All right.
We made it. I have a load.
Don't say it like that.
You heard me?
I don't even know what I'm doing anymore. This is just for fun, you know? This is the hopeful first episode of Sunday Driving with our guest, Mr. CrazyLittleDude, who is honking. Are you ready to go? We're gonna take a nice drive,
yeah.
and we're gonna talk. We're gonna have a fun time. Would you like to introduce yourself?
CrazyLittleDude, aka Josh. I'm a little hippo on Twitch. And I have a steering wheel because I'm cooler than you.
So I thought the best way to inaugurize this, whatever this is going to be, whether we want to call it a podcast or not, was to bring on the worst driver I know.
Okay.
Do you want to tell us about your history on the road and all the things that you've gone through?
Well, to start it off strong, I've got court in a week and a half.
Mm-hmm.
For a careless driving ticket.
Careless driving. You wanna explain that a little bit more?
I drove a motorcycle into the side of a car and did a front flip.
Uh-huh.
I don't think I should have a careless driving ticket. That's what I'm fighting.
Why do you think that you should not after doing a front flip over a car?
A witness said I was weaving through traffic and I wasn't.
Uh-huh.
And the cop said that's the only reason it's a careless instead of a failure to stop at a red.
Okay.
So we got that. I've put a car into a wall before.
Wait. Can we go back? What do you mean you just went through a red light? Like, what happened there?
So, see, I looked up at the green, right?
Uh-huh.
And it was green. And then I looked around and I saw this car that was stopping to my right. And I was like, perfect. And then I was like, all right, I'll keep going. And the issue is I didn't look up before I decided I was going to keep going. So it could have been green. I'm not really sure.
Who knows? Not you. Clearly.
Not me. Yeah. Also, you're so far ahead of me.
I'm sorry. I'll slow down a little bit.
It's okay.
I'll start going the speed limit to let you catch up.
Yeah, that'll happen. And then an old man decided to slam the brakes in front of me.
Uh-huh.
And I hit his side and did a little front flip and ripped the metal off his car.
Okay.
It was good. And then I've also put a car into a wall on the highway.
Okay.
Wait. Me and a guy backed
into
each other.
No. Go back. You're not going to expand on that one? You just put a car into the...
I hit slush, and I decided the car on my right should live.
Okay.
So I decided the wall was the better option.
Mm-hmm.
Which I feel like that's sound logic.
Oh, that's great. I love that. You're looking out for other people.
That's what I'm saying. There's a cop. Yeah, so, 2 bent rims later and we're good.
Okay, so is that everything or do you still have more?
I got a speeding ticket. That's also the second motorcycle I crashed. The first one I slid. That's about it.
Okay. So in total, how many accidents and how many tickets do you have?
3 accidents and 2 tickets.
Hey, you're catching up. But yeah, no, that was my little surprise topic for you. I just wanted to throw that one at you.
That's a really good start. Yeah, thank you so much, actually.
Yeah, no,
that is exactly what I was hoping for.
I feel like that was there's a police car right next to us. I feel like that was the best way to introduce you.
The one I was talking about.
Let
me also add, running the red light, my fault for sure. Speeding ticket, my fault for sure. One of my crashes was not my fault. Legally not my fault.
Okay.
Wow, those Jake brakes are loud.
Yeah, they are.
And then my other crash was partially my fault, partially nature's.
Uh-huh. So, like, you think you're, like, you've just been in the wrong place at the wrong time for most of these?
Other than my last one. My last one, for sure, my fault.
Mm-hmm.
We don't worry about that, though.
Okay. Yeah, no. So, as somebody who's never gotten as much as pulled over, I felt like this was kind of the best way to take this, was to talk to you. Why we're playing, like, we're not here to talk about cars or driving. We're here to talk about whatever the heck we want, right?
Yeah.
And, you know, but what better way to
You just
kick
got
it
a
off than you?
professional driver.
Yeah.
Might I add, I do over 50,000 kilometers a year in my car.
Can you make that, like, in English, please?
I do over 30,000 miles a year in my car.
Which is slightly insane.
Yeah. So, like, I am prone to do more because I drive more.
So do you still live, like, super far away from your job, or is that, like...
No, now I'm 5 minutes.
Okay,
it's
that's
fantastic.
nice, yeah.
I actually live, like, at the intersection I hit a car at.
That is hilarious.
Yeah, it's good. Why is your car slower than mine?
I'm on cruise control at the moment.
Oh, you're also in a... Is that a Volvo?
Yeah.
How'd you get a new truck?
I quick jobbed it, so that's your truck. This is just the truck that yeah. So yeah.
I'm kind of... What? Don't hit me.
My bad. Yeah, so is there anything that you want to talk about? Any pressing topics that you want to, like, bring up, or...
I actually would like to, because
Okay,
there's one that's
yeah.
been very popular lately.
Okay.
100 men versus a gorilla. Wait, 100 gorillas versus a man.
100 gorillas versus
Ooh,
one man?
Yeah.
Do we get to pick the man, or...
Yes, any man on the earth.
I fear...
100 silverback gorillas.
I fear the gorillas are going to take that one pretty easily.
Well, depends on the man.
Does the man get weapons, or is it just bare
No.
hands?
Bare hands. It's Nezzy.
Do you think there's any man who could take on 100 gorillas?
Nezzy's the closest for sure.
Why?
He'd sweet talk him.
Does he get setup time, or does it just an
No.
ambush?
No. No, he just gets thrown right into it. Right into the thick of it, some might say. Do you think KSI could beat up a gorilla?
No. I don't think there's
Why
many
not?
humans on the earth that could take a gorilla one-on-one.
Well,
Do you think 100 humans could beat one gorilla?
I think it's close.
Okay, well,
I think it's damn close.
my condition to that is: are we picking the 100 humans, or are they just 100 average Joes? Like,
So
you know?
I saw a TikTok, and it was them picking their top 5 humans to face gorillas.
Yeah, I saw one where it was the top 10, and that's why I'm thinking, like, if we pick 100 of the top, best in shape, strongest humans, I think there's no way that the one gorilla can win.
I think it's still close.
Oh, it's raining. Be careful with the weather, by the way.
What do you mean, be careful with the weather? My guy just yawned.
That's not good.
Oh, he's tired. Uh-oh. Same, for real, for real.
Is that
Who do you think is your number 1 pick versus the gorilla?
That's a really good
Jake
question.
Paul?
I don't really know their names, but there's like I know like the top 5, like people were like Eddie Hall, John Jones, you know, people like that, who are just like.
I think John Jones is a bad pick.
Why do you say that? I don't really know.
Because
So like
he's not heavyweight.
Okay. That's
Like, yeah, that man could throw a human-killing punch.
but not a
And
gorilla
I
killing punch.
think he's, what, in court for, like, doing a lot of awful things?
Probably.
But we're talking about a gorilla.
Yeah.
Oh, Matty G? What's up, Matty G?
Ask him if he has anything he wants to talk about on the podcast.
We're doing a little Peas stream podcast. Anything you want to say?
Hey, P.
Hi, I love you. Hey, are
I'm
you
so
back?
bad. Oh, my Lanta! That was a corner.
See you later.
Love you.
Bye, Big
I
Rob.
heard we're talking potatoes.
Well, that's gonna be. Do you have anything else you want to talk about? Since after your producer gave you a little rundown of, you know, What's going on in your life?
Sorry, I turned on my blinker. No, like, hit me with the potatoes. What are we talking about potatoes?
I'm just wondering what your favorite form of potato is, if you have one.
All right, here's the deal.
Uh-huh.
You guys have brought up the conversation about steak fries a lot.
I love steak fries.
This is the cop.
You cannot go wrong with steak fries.
I don't know what steak fries are.
They're like the big, long...
Oh, we're getting over. The big long?
The big...
I'll show you.
What you just screamed. I don't know what you want from me. They're like the big, long, thicker cut fries. And I really enjoy them.
Are they like rectangles from the head view?
Yeah, they're more trapezoidy because they're like angled when they're cut. I literally have some in my freezer. I would go get them if this were not like...
No. Like once we drop off, go grab them.
Do I really need to bring out...
Yeah.
Okay. I got the red light. I didn't make it through.
Well, sucks to suck, I guess.
Well, I mean, continue. I'll bring out the steak fries in a second, but you're gonna have to occupy the air for a second while I go.
Oh yeah.
Sounds like you described wedges. Crazy? I have
Wait,
wedges and...
might be true.
I have wedges and steak fries
I'm a big wedge fan.
in my freezer right now, so I could bring both of them out. I love wedges too. Wedges are definitely like very good. I saw them at Walmart and I had to get them.
Hell yeah.
Go ahead. So what do you feel about fries?
Okay, so I'm a fan of a regular old French fry. I don't know about these steak
like
fries.
McDonald's or what? Like what is a regular
like,
old fry?
Slightly bigger than McDonald's, although McDonald's is good.
Okay. Have you ever had like golden crinkles?
What? Like the out of
They
the
have
bag?
like ridges in them.
I don't love crinkle fries.
Neither do I.
They usually end up weirdly soggy. How long is your red light, brother?
I don't know, dude. I'm just sitting here, man. I'm 1 mile away. I'm just cucked.
I'm also at a red light. I don't love crinkle fries. I think they usually get like weirdly soft.
Yeah, that's fair. It's hard for them to cook all the way through, I think.
Straight cut? Yeah, straight cut. I feel like is what I'm talking about for normal.
I'll go grab a steak fry after this, and you'll continue your thoughts on potatoes.
Okay.
And I think what we should do is we should do a draft of potatoes.
Okay.
We should each do our top 5 potatoes, and we'll snake draft it or something. I'll go, you'll go.
They only have to be French fries or just potatoes in general?
Forms of potato, because like I brought up hash browns just a second ago.
Okay.
Like baked potato, that's up there. No.
I don't like baked potatoes.
Well, no, that's what I'm just saying is like that is a form.
Yeah,
of potato.
that's on the list for sure.
Yeah. I'm about to be at another red light. This is so annoying. We're right here.
Load.
I'm dropping my load, brother. You got soft hands. Have you not seen that trucker TikTok guy? Oh no.
Oh no.
What would you say to the drivers that can't even do 500 miles a day?
They got soft hands.
Yeah.
They ain't a driver. If you can't do more than 600-700 mile a day, you ain't an over the road driver.
Okay. Go ahead. What are we gonna... Hash browns are godly. They are. Do you like the hash brown patties or the shredded hash browns? Because that is a different... There's a difference between shredded and like hash brown patties, I think. IMO.
Agreed. Are you like patties are good? I think patties are better than just some shredded because they become finger food.
I disagree.
What?
I think shredded is 100% better.
Do you eat it with a fork and knife?
Yeah. No,
See,
you don't need a
love-
knife. You don't need a knife. You can just cut it with the fork.
Well, yeah, I meant just utensils.
Okay. Give me a second. I'm going to go get steak fries. Make sure you keep going. Here. Get back.
Yeah. Here's the deal, everyone. While he's gone, we're thinking wedges. We're thinking straight cut fries. We're thinking mashed potatoes. We're thinking Oh, dude. Greek potatoes, where they like do that thick cut with the garlic sauce on it. Mm. We're thinking home fries. We're thinking like, does poutine count as potatoes?
I can't lie, I thought I had them, but I guess I ran out of them.
Oh my
So
gosh!
you're gonna have to look that up, and
I'm
we're gonna
Googling
start
it.
the draft. We're gonna. What do you do? What do you think?
Steak
Top three
fries?
or top five?
Top three.
Okay.
Steak fries are just wedges.
Steak fries are not wedges. Wedges?
I'm
No.
looking at them.
No.
I'm looking. No. Like I'm looking.
No.
Oh
No.
wait, they're the ones where you get like when you do steak free,
What?
steak frite, like the French meal where you put steak on fries. You're missing out if you haven't had it.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh my Lanta, it's so over.
These. Okay. Yes, you are seeing images of wedges, but let me send you an image.
Okay.
This is what a proper steak fry looks like.
Put it on screen for chat to see and the world to see.
Okay. Let me just pull it up here
Yeah.
in the middle of our cast. Nice.
Can I crack open a cold one?
So these, yes, the first thing that comes up, these are more like wedges, yes,
Yeah, that's a wedge.
but these are steak fries.
That's a wedge. Oh, those. Sorry. Okay. So it's artificial wedge.
They're bigger. The wedges aren't usually that big, and like I have them, and they're usually like steak fries are usually
the wedges I get
thicker.
are like the size of a large potato.
But there's also no like skin or anything on the steak.
Yeah,
fries.
there's no skin. I feel like that'd be gas.
Steak fries.
Yeah.
Yes, you're missing out,
At
dude.
the end of the day, fries are like, they're a great shovel. And that's a great shovel.
Okay.
What's that cowboy butter steak fries? Click on that real quick for me.
I don't see it. Where?
You're blind?
Oh, yeah. No, I didn't realize I was right on it. I mean, it
Oh
looks
my
like just regular
gosh.
fries with all that stuff on it. Yeah. Steak
Yeah,
fries
it
are
looks
smaller.
nice.
It's just more fry shape. Yeah.
Yeah, that one I think steak fries means there's steak on fries.
But these are so long and big, and like the wedges are just the same thing.
I'll show you long and big.
Okay,
Anyways,
go get a drink real quick, and we're gonna do
no,
this
it's
draft.
beside me.
What?
I'm here. I'm good to go. I just ready.
Oh, nice. Okay. All right. Are you ready? So we're gonna do this draft. We're gonna see who thinks who's gonna win. We're gonna both do top three. I think would be good. I'm gonna write it down on my list here. We're gonna get into another mission here in just a second and drive, but I want to write down some notes here for me.
Yeah, I honestly already have my top three.
You have it. Well, what if one gets taken? What if I take one?
I already have top four.
I think we have to
mention.
do top five because I already have a list that's longer than three, and I would feel bad if any of these got left out.
Okay, let me think of a fifth. Done.
Okay, I have my top four, and I can definitely find a fifth, depending on what you take or not. Okay, so let's find a job, and then let's get into this draft, yeah?
Yeah.
So I'm going to do the quick job thing again.
Yeah, that worked out well. I wish they weren't so quick, but...
Well, yeah, I'm trying to find a longer one. I'll do a longer one. But yeah, we're going to get into this. Who do you want to go first? Do you want to go first, or do you want me to go first?
You go first. I got so many on lock right now.
Really? You think... Okay.
You don't even get it.
I don't. I think because we're still pretty new to the game, they're all going to be kind of short, but I'm going to try and pick the longer ones. We're going to go San Diego to Bakersfield. Let's visit Vegas. Yeah, are you down? Or wait, you're
Yeah.
You're gonna have to like. Okay, we're gonna go Vegas to LA. I don't know how that's gonna work for you. I don't know if you're gonna have to drive there first or not.
That would suck, but we're gonna figure it out.
Let's see if there's LA to Vegas. Okay, I'm doing LA to Vegas. I'm taking this job.
Okay.
Quick travel
Yeah.
to see if you can quick travel to me in Vegas or in LA.
How do I do that? Navigation?
Yeah.
Quick
Okay.
travel.
So as we get ready for this, I'm gonna go ahead and delegate my first pick while he figures out how to get to me. So we're gonna do top 5.
Quick travel to LA, but
Quick travel to LA and then take the same mission. So we're about 20 minutes in to this cast. We're each gonna do top 5 for potatoes.
hell yeah.
And I think we're gonna go back and forth. I'm gonna start, and I'm gonna take. I think I'm just gonna take curly fries. I can't lie.
All right, easy. I'm taking straight cut fries off the bat.
Really?
Off the biggity bat.
Just straight cut
I think
fries.
straight cut fries are the actual best. Like a normal fry.
Really? Just
Yeah,
straight
easy.
up.
Like it's nothing.
Okay. I think this is gonna be pretty easy, but I'm gonna do tater tots.
Okay.
I think
I didn't even think of tots.
tater tots are like
Tots are so American.
they're just some of the best. Like
My guy
there's-
says he has to sleep.
take a nap, dude. I don't know, man.
I'm going to find out if I can take a nap at the thing over here. Why does your guy not have to sleep?
I don't know.
All right, we're figuring it out. Anyways,
So yeah, I think tots like they're bite size. You know, you can grab one, eat it. Like you don't have to take 2 bites out of a tater tot, and they're just
No, I love a
usually
tot.
always seasoned well. Like you know. All right, so that's I got curly tater tots. You got straight cut. Go ahead.
we're going mashed.
Mashed potato. Oh,
With,
I
like,
didn't even
some
mashed potatoes.
butter and-
Yeah, that's a good one. I didn't even like think about that.
Isn't
Mashed
good.
potatoes is so good. What?
Mashed potatoes.
No, I
They're
do
so
get it. That is literally. I don't have them often, but like Thanksgiving, Christmas, my mom would make the best mashed potatoes, and I would have too much of them to the point where like I could not,
Hell
like
yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, curly tater tots. I'm gonna go shredded hash browns, and I know you're not gonna like it, but I'm gonna take it because.
Yeah, I'm gonna go. Like, I respect it. I'm actually not gonna take patties yet, at least.
Okay.
I'm gonna go home fries.
Home fries. That's a good one too.
Home fries are bangers.
I wouldn't put that in my top 5, but I do think they are good. Yeah,
I think
definitely
they're
think so.
almost top 1.
Really,
Yeah,
almost
like,
top 1.
I got a coffee, by the way, and we're good to go.
Well, let me know when you get to me and take my job. I'm gonna do steak fries. Obviously, we just talked about them. They're amazing. I love steak fries.
Yeah, I've never had them. You
it-
can't comment
You
on it.
you can't comment on it, but you can see by the look of them, they are. The
Yeah, I
goated,
can
like,
understand the play.
yeah. Go ahead with your 4th pick. You got 2 more.
I'm getting pulled over.
This sounds just about right for you.
Wouldn't be the first time, won't be the last. I'm going loaded potato skins.
Wow. So, is that like a baked potatoes but like broken up?
Yeah, they take the skins, they deep fry them if I'm not wrong. Like they scoop out all the inside, deep fry the skin, mix the inside with like onions and all that jazz, and then yeah.
So it's
Just
okay.
like that.
Wow. Okay. I've never had that before, but that sounds very good. Well,
Yeah, they're good.
pretty easy for my 5th pick. Just gonna go wedges. You can't go
Okay.
wrong.
You're simply
so,
right.
So seasoned, like especially when they're like seasoned well and they're actually made good. They can be really good, but I will admit they can be hit or miss because I know KFC used to have them and then they got really bad and then they switched over to the fries they have now. But man, a good wedge is god tier. That could
I respect
definitely
it.
be like top 3 if you get a certain type of wedge, but not a general wedge. You know?
Like, there's grocery stores here that sell some gas wedges,
Yep.
and they're good.
Exactly.
And I get those a lot on lunches.
Exactly.
However, I'm gonna smoke you out of the water with my next choice.
Okay, go ahead.
We're going Greek potatoes.
What?
Do you know what I'm talking about?
Say that again?
Greek
Greek
potatoes?
potatoes. I don't think I've ever had that before.
Oh my gosh. Okay, imagine like big chunks of potato
Uh-huh.
with like a garlic sauce on top, and you eat
Okay.
them with a fork.
That sounds very good. I'm looking it up right now while you're getting over to me. That does look very good. Wow. Okay. So to recap this, we'll kind of leave it in. Go ahead and comment down below who you think won the draft, if you have any comments or anything. I see in chat here Zeus is just talking about he likes big things in his mouth. True.
Wow.
So mine from 1 to 5, I went curly fries, tater tots, shredded hash browns, steak fries, potato wedges. Crazy went straight cut fries, mashed potatoes, home fries, loaded potato skins, and Greek potatoes. I would say you definitely had more of a variance
I kind
than
of
me.
won.
I mean, you can think that for sure.
I can know that for sure.
Like, you do have more of a variance, and there's a lot more that you have like going on. Like, it's not just mine. Mine mostly was like a rendition of fries, where yours were Greek potatoes are a rendition of fries, but you had like the mashed potatoes, home fries, loaded potato skins. I do think
Now I
like
just want mashed potatoes.
if these were the only 5 types of potatoes we could eat for the rest of our lives, I do think you won because you do have more of a variance. But in terms of just a straight top 5, I think it's a lot closer than you think, you know?
I think it's close. I think I win. You know what I mean?
Look, I mean,
Yeah,
like,
we'll
of
let people
course you
decide.
are going to think that you won.
Well, yeah, because I chose the best ones.
Of course you think that. Because you picked the best ones to you. But
Which, like, let's be honest. Okay, I'm pulling up here. I'm trying to figure out these gates and stuff.
it's okay. Take your time. We're about to start. So I think that was pretty productive, I can't lie. To kind of segue close to potatoes, I would like your take on Dino Nuggies.
I'm such a. Oh, by the way, honorable mention: smile fries.
You know, I've actually never had smile fries.
Oh, you're missing out.
It's funny
But
because
Dino Nuggies, gas.
yeah, that's what I was wondering. Is like how like Dino Nuggies are definitely like made for kids, you know,
Yeah,
but
they're
like
made for me.
but they're so like good still. It's okay, Zeus. I understand. By the way, guys, if you ever want to be a part of the chat room and ask questions or anything like that during one of these, if you're watching this on YouTube or any other form that you kind of see it in, go ahead and we're going to do this during the late, early afternoon, depending on where you live. You know, somewhere between 4 and 10 EST every weekend. Gonna have a different guest every time. Maybe Crazy will come back if you guys like him. Maybe he'll be a permanent co-host. Who knows?
We figure things out around
We'll figure it out. We're still learning. We're still figuring it out. But if you want to be a part of chat, twitch.tv/NotKingP. Come on down. Ask questions. You know.
Give us your fry suggestion.
Yeah. Comment down below who you think won the potato draft and let us know your potatoes. You know?
I'll show you my potatoes.
Okay, maybe not that far. But yeah, if you like this and you wanna see more, you wanna be involved, like come on down.
And get involved. You know what I'm saying?
This first one will be posted next Sunday. So what my plan is, Crazy, just so you know. I'm gonna record one a Sunday before, and then that one is gonna go up next Sunday.
Okay.
So like this is gonna go up on the 11th. And then I'm gonna
Right.
record one on the 11th, and the next guest is Ray. And then from there we're gonna keep going, right?
Yeah,
So.
hell yeah.
And if anybody ever, if you see this and you are, a content creator or a person of interest who wants to come on, you don't have to play the game with me, but The idea was to just have somebody in call while we're driving and figuring it out. We have definitely convoluted the thing where Crazy doesn't know what he's doing and trying to figure out how to play with me. But you don't have to play the game. It's just kind of an idea of sitting in call and talking for an hour or two and going from there. So yeah. We're about 30 minutes in, so let's keep on going. Let's get it on, yeah? You're ready to go? What's that?
Keeping on the food train.
Go ahead.
Burgers or hot dogs?
I mean, you know my opinion on this.
Yeah, hot dogs.
No.
What?
Burgers or hot dogs?
I mean, I'm a burger guy. Down to the core. But I assumed, considering you bought friends hot dog merch, I had to assume hot dogs.
No, it was because I hate hot dogs.
Oh.
And they would keep talking about hot dogs. You were a part of this.
I do remember this now. This was so long ago. This
Yeah.
is when the Peck days were a thing.
Yeah, so back when we were playing Apex, the Crazy and Matt, my old coworker, they would talk about hot dogs just all the time.
Dude, hot dogs are Oh, I know. I was talking about. Okay, guys, you want me to put you on some heat? Put a hot dog in a tortilla with some cheese and bake it. Oh my Lanta! You'll never thank me more. Where am I going?
I think you're good.
Look at this. This is just a really small gate.
Yeah, no, keep going. Go ahead, keep going with your idea.
Yeah, no, hot dogs in tortillas. Mmm.
I've never...
It's a cheap, good meal. Oh.
Like, you're asking the guy who has been on record saying, I hate hot dogs, and I also worked at In-N-Out for almost... for almost 9 years. Burgers or hot dogs? Did you really think, like, I was going to go burgers in any way? Or did you really think I was going to go hot dogs in, like, any way, shape, or form there?
Like, it does make sense. And burgers are better.
Oh,
They're
100%.
more versatile.
Yeah.
Like, they're just fantastic. However, some hot dogs kind of smack.
No, I understand that. But for reference, what he's talking about, we would play Apex back in the day, and my old coworker Matt, who also worked at In-N-Out with me, would always send me hot dog related memes, as well as Crazy, and I would get mad because I don't like hot dogs. I think they are not good. Like, I've eaten them before, and I will eat them, but it's never something that I'm gonna pick over something else if I have the opportunity. So they would be like, no, hot dogs are so good, and they would send me hot dog memes and everything about hot dogs and the weirdest hot dog stuff, and like, yeah.
This is all while playing video games.
Yeah, and so I bought a sweater for my coworker Matt, and I gave it to him at work. It was a sweater of, I forget the guy's name, but he's the big fanatic for the New York Mets, and it was off the Barstool website. And it had his face on it with a hot dog hat, and it was a Christmas sweater, and it said, "It's raw dog in season," and it just had hot dogs all over it.
Yeah, that's a wild one.
And I thought that was hilarious.
Which, like, respect.
Zeus is saying if it's not an all beef hot dog, I'm not about it. What are your thoughts on this?
You ever had a Polish dog from Costco? A Polish sausage?
I don't think I've ever had like a gourmet hot dog. I think I've only ever had like...
But you've surely had a Costco dog.
Yeah, I think so.
That's basically gourmet.
Okay, well then yeah, it's still not that good.
Oh, you're so wrong. I mean, there are gourmet hot dogs in, like, the sense, like, you can get loaded dogs. There's a cop beside us. Excuse me.
But yeah, no, I'm just not about hot dogs. I just don't think that they should be hyped up to the level that they were. Like, I'm not saying they're bad food. I'm just saying I would never pick it over something.
Like, hot dogs or nachos. You're at a game.
I have to pick a hot dog because I can't eat nachos because I'm lactose intolerant.
Brother, I can't either, but the taste.
I don't like melted cheese like that.
What?
Melted cheese is the issue, man.
You like pizza?
Yeah,
which,
but
might I add, is the best food.
no, pizza is not the best food. Pizza
It
is
is.
good, yes, but again, like I don't like any like stringy or any type of cheese. It kind of has to be like compact, you know? Like the only cheese that I will eat on a regular basis is shredded Mexican cheese on top of my salad.
You actually pain me. Do you get the lactose-free one?
Nope.
You should.
Nope.
Why not?
Because it doesn't that one doesn't mess me up as much. Like if it's not like melted or cooked, it doesn't mess with me as much. So
Interesting.
That's why like pizzas and like cheeseburgers, like I'd never do a cheeseburger, to be honest.
That's insane.
I just don't like it, and it's
I guess
also
you don't
usually
have
more
a choice in
expensive.
life.
But yeah, no, that's kind of where I'm at with that.
Like, it's okay to be wrong.
Okay, but I'm not. I mean, I get it. Like cheese is good, but like, what do you want from me, man? You know?
Like, just to be right.
Okay, got it.
Pete, what do you think carries more, salt or pepper?
Like, ask that question a little in a different way.
Like, what do you think is more... Like, one gets taken away in life.
Okay.
What do you think... Like, what are you getting?
So if I had to pick one to leave existence, which one would I keep?
No. Which one are you keeping? Yeah, which
Salt.
one are you keeping?
100% of the
agree.
way. Like, pepper is
but
good.
Does MSG count as salt?
I don't know, to be honest with you. I don't really know
Because,
the
we
difference.
can get away with just as MSG. I just know it's bad for you.
I know MSG is bad for you too, but I don't think I've ever tasted MSG alone in a way that I would remember. Jeez,
Yeah,
it's
fair.
okay. You can talk as much as you want. That's what we're here for. But yeah, no, I definitely think, like, I do put pepper on a lot of things. I won't lie to you, but but again,
Dynamic duo, Shaq and Kobe.
yeah, coming from the Canadian, that's rich.
Okay, whoa.
But what I will say is I think this is going to be skewed for me because if I am looking for like a treat, I don't go for like sweets and stuff. I go for salty, like popcorn, you know?
I do too.
Pretzels. Like I don't get like chocolate or stuff like that.
Like a hot dog and a tortilla.
There you go. Exactly.
Or nachos.
Like I snack on like bags of chips. I don't get like
that's gross.
chocolate or candy, you know?
Yeah, no, I agree. Like, there's a bag of Doritos beside me for sure.
Exactly. Like that's why like I'm definitely more of a salty guy, and like my old manager would be like, what kind of candy do you like? Like what kind of snacks do you like? And I'll just be like, I just like popcorn and like pretzels and like stuff like that. I don't mess with candy like that. You know?
What if you had to choose a candy?
Like, are you talking just like sweets in general or like chocolate?
I almost said not chocolate.
So not chocolate.
I would almost say not chocolate. I would almost say sweets in general. We'll say sweets in general. Chocolate can be included.
Okay, can you pick one so that way I have kind of an idea of where we're going with this?
Like, if I'm going with this, I'm going watermelon Sour Patch Kids. You know what I mean?
Ooh, that's a good one. Wow. That makes this interesting.
Like, don't get me wrong, I love a good Kit Kat.
Kit Kats are very good too. My mind immediately, like my favorite chocolate bar is Three Musketeers.
What's in a Three Musketeers?
That's where it's got the, isn't it like the, it's got, I forget what it's called. The center of,
Nougat?
no, I'm going to look this up while I'm driving.
Okay. Texting and driving.
Go ahead and keep talking about.
Like, okay, there's this chocolate bar, if you ever come to Canada and go to Dollarama, okay, it's called a 4 Fun bar. The number 4 Fun.
Okay.
It's 33 cents a bar.
Okay.
It's a full-size chocolate bar, and it's a knockoff Kit Kat with really, really, really cheap, dirt cheap milk chocolate. It is the greatest chocolate bar to ever exist. It's my favorite chocolate bar. It's heavenly.
Okay. So the middle of the Three Musketeers is fluffy chocolate flavored nougat.
Oh, I knew it.
So
Nougat.
so it's like it's really fluffy in the middle. It's just why I like it so much.
I respect that. I love nougat. Like, have you ever got nougat bars from Cracker Barrel?
No, I haven't.
If you ever go to a Cracker Barrel, which big fan of Cracker Barrel, by the way.
My manager just brought all leftover Cracker Barrel in for lunch the other day, and she loved it. She got steak and potatoes and all that stuff.
Dude, it's fantastic.
It sounds expensive. I can't lie.
It's not cheap, but not expensive.
Okay.
But yeah, get a nut covered nougat bar.
I'm a Snickers
And
guy.
they're just-
Snickers are very good too. I can't lie to you. If I'm going to the grocery store and I'm getting some kind of treat for myself that is not salty,
Yeah.
I might get flamed for this, but Twizzlers or Red Vines.
You really don't like a lot of sugar.
Yeah.
Okay. Like, you're kind of, I don't know, psychopath, but it's okay.
You think so?
I do like Twizzlers. It's just not like a go-to candy. It's like if they're there, they're enjoyable.
Yeah, well, that's the thing is I'm never going to go and buy any of this stuff. You know what I mean?
Right.
But my mom, when she would go to Costco, she would buy us the big tub of Red Vines. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Oh my God, this
That's
brings
cool.
something up. I don't know.
Large tub.
Zeus is saying, please do me a favor and never go to Cracker Barrel. He said,
Whoa,
it's the most
whoa,
bland
whoa,
food.
whoa.
No, go ahead, have this argument. Hash it out right now.
All right, you walk into a Cracker Barrel, all right? You waltz on in. You're met with this gift shop that rivals... Wow, that truck beside you is a psychopath.
I know.
You're met with this homey feel of like you're in the South and your mama's cooking you some food, okay? But it's like a gift shop with like some cool trinkets and stuff.
Okay, so here's the issue. No, go ahead, keep going.
And a bunch of candy and stuff. And then you get to this restaurant that has like all of your like southern homey feel stuff of like, and don't get me wrong, I'm Canadian. But you got like your biscuits and gravy and your like mac and cheese, homemade mac and cheese and all that jazz. Just good. That's where I'm at.
Do you want to go ahead and respond to these messages? Do I need to read them to you, or can you see it?
Okay. Last time I was at IHOP, which might I add, Zeus in chat said IHOP is better, Waffle House is better, and Breakfast Diner is better than what they serve. Wow, I'm all over the road. Sorry. They serve at Cracker Barrel. This is why you don't text and drive, kids. I cut a car off. Oops. So last time I was at IHOP, it was in Florida, and our waitress explained to us how she was abducted by aliens and they probed her.
Interesting.
And she was dead serious. It was an older lady.
Well, that's just a
serious,
Florida thing, I think.
Smiling, and she goes, "Well, you know, there was one time where I was abducted by aliens and they probed me."
Dinner in Astoria is crazy, right?
It was insane. No, it was fantastic. It was a good time.
Mm.
But it was a very IHOP encounter. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't think that's an IHOP encounter. I think that's just a Florida thing.
That is fair. That is fair.
Chat is confirming that it is just a Florida thing. It does sound like a great story, dude. I would have enjoyed that. I can't lie.
Oh, we were all having a great time. And she believed it with her whole heart, which made it 10 times better.
I just got a speeding violation for being 7 miles per hour over the speed limit. I'll kill myself.
I'm going... Wait.
Slow down, because he's right next to me.
I was going so fast. Wait, he's pulling up on me.
Did you want to continue on this train or no? Because I have something next. But
I don't know what else was said in chat, but...
They're just saying, sounds like a great story. Imagine that never happened. The gift shop at Cracker Barrel, amazing, but the food trash.
Mm.
Already sounds
Yeah,
like you got a better experience in IHOP compared to Cracker Barrel. Just saying. That's so true, actually.
Wait, but I go back to Cracker Barrel. I don't go back to IHOP.
Well, yeah, because there's no guarantee that you're going to get that waitress again, you know?
Exactly, but every time there's a guarantee that I have an above average time at Cracker Barrel.
Maybe we're going to have to do an IRL Cracker Barrel stream to evaluate this.
Dude, please.
Crazy, when you come down, we're going to do an IRL stream at me and you
I
at
love
Cracker
Cracker Barrel.
We're going to go, you're going to be here, we're going to go to Cracker Barrel, and we're going to go to IHOP. Somebody write this down and remind us.
Okay. Cracker Barrel might be my favorite restaurant.
But this might be an American thing. But what are your thoughts on Otter Pops? Have you ever had those? Do you know what I'm talking about?
You've talked about them before. I would need to see them again. Are they?
They're like the long sticks of ice, of frozen ice flavor.
And you like squeeze the bottom?
Yep.
We used to have lemonade ones, and they were fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
And strawberry lemonade ones.
Ooh, that sounds
Fantastic.
fire.
But they're more American than Canadian. Like, I haven't had that type of thing in many, many years.
Okay, we're gonna circle back because I'm hearing the eggs are tasteless and the hash browns are poop. But I don't like eggs, to be completely fair. I'm not an egg guy.
Oh, that's so crazy to me. But
I'm just not an egg guy, so that's not an issue.
I need to sleep. Can we pull over here?
Yeah, sure. But I will say that hash browns there's a crash in front of us as well. Do you see this?
I do.
I will say most hash browns do not hold a candle to the homemade hash browns that I make. And I don't know what it is. I don't know what the taste is that does it, but I will just say that I usually make better hash browns than I get anywhere I go. Which is why it's so hard for me to go to a breakfast place, because if I want breakfast, I'll just make my own. Especially like bacon. Oh my god, do they have good, like, most places don't make bacon the way I like it, too.
They just keep giving me a coffee. It's fine. We'll go with it. Do you need a rest? Yeah, you grab a coffee real quick.
I'm having an issue getting in this parking spot. It's like not triggering. Sausage is meh and don't do anything. The bacon is horrendous. I will say, a lot of the time sausage isn't made well either.
I think that fast food places usually make sausages better than the rest. Actually, okay, there's a restaurant near me. It's a truck stop. Very famous. Should I just dox myself? You know what? It's not even where I live. There's a place called hold on. Let me Google what it's called. It's in Arm Prior. Arm Prior off the 417.
You ready to keep going?
Yep.
It's geared
It's
towards
called Antrim. Fantastic.
old white people
Really
that have no
great.
taste buds anymore. That's okay. No, because
Okay,
yeah,
so
that
you
is my manager was an older white woman. So I mean, this tracks at the moment.
And,
I'm
like,
just saying,
if you
Zeus's
think about
story
it,
is lining up. And
I
yours is
drive a
not.
Cadillac and smoke pipes.
Yeah, you
So
are
Zeus
already an
might
old
be
white
on
man.
something.
Yeah, no, you're yeah.
Yeah,
But
we might
no,
be
no,
close.
we'll do that when you come down here. We will go to Cracker Barrel, and we will go to IHOP, and we will in person judge this.
Okay. I think there's an issue where I just like pancakes aren't my favorite thing in the world. Like they're good. but they're
Pancakes
just,
aren't
like,
mine
not as
either,
good as,
but like I
regular
think we
breakfast.
both have to get a diverse amount of things, and we
Okay.
just have to rate it on like a genuine scale.
Yeah, just like try everything.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, I'm in.
What are we
Fast
thinking? Cracker Barrel and
Cracker Barrel, IHOP, was there Denny's?
Denny's
we have to
would
add
be
Denny's
the
to
other
that
one.
list.
Okay, so you have to come down for at
Because-
least 3 mornings.
Okay. I've only been to Denny's once in my life, and it was
Well,
like middle of
Denny's
the night or
is easy
something.
because you can just order a Grand Slam and you get like 4 different things.
Okay, perfect. No clue what that is.
You basically just pick 4 things from their menu, like pancakes, eggs,
Hell yeah.
sausage, bacon, hash browns. Crazy Smokes, this explains a lot. Yep.
A pipe.
But yeah, no, I was on this whole Otter Pop train because that was very big in my childhood, and my mom used to run a stand at our school where after school she would bring Otter Pops and sell them for 25 cents each. Like she would go and get the big box of Otter Pops
Oh,
from Costco and she would just sell them for a quarter.
I love that.
It's amazing. Nothing good ever happens at Denny's. No, there's some good stories. One of my best drunk nights ever happened at a Denny's. I thought Moons in my hammy was one of the funniest things ever that night.
Yeah, no,
I think Denny's is more of a late night, like you go with friends and the atmosphere is what sells Denny's. Like there's nothing like the food at Denny's is not
the
that good.
atmosphere is ripped seats and mold.
Well, no, I mean like like you know what I mean. Like yes, Denny's is trashy,
people you're
but
around.
it's open and you go with your friends and you have a good time because you're with your friends.
I think I just have the issue of like there's no Denny's around me.
Well, we'll go to Denny's because there is all of these places are around me. So when you and Sheridan come down, Sheridan can be our something. I don't know.
Yeah, she can be our
Producer.
our unbiased judge because
Yeah.
she loves pancakes and she loves breakfast.
Yeah, she can be involved. Perfect.
Yeah, this is easy.
No, this is
Sheridan's my
amazing.
girlfriend for context, everybody.
No, this is definitely happening. This will happen when he comes down. What, like next year?
Yeah, I'm hoping for 2026.
Yeah, exactly. This will be perfect. Burgers for a breakfast spot at Denny's? Really? I've had their chicken before. Chicken tendies, because I'm not a big breakfast guy, so. But yeah.
You're not a big breakfast. So sad.
So we're only about 50 minutes into this or so. How are you feeling? How long do you think we should go? So we're pretty close to ending this drive. Like my initial plan for these was about an hour to 2 hours, somewhere in that range. So like how are
My
you
initial
feeling
thought
right
was an hour to an hour and a half.
now? We can do that for sure. So like one more drive, you think?
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay. But yeah,
No, I'm good.
Are you like running out of like? I'm kind of gauging like, where are we feeling on things to talk about too? You know?
Oh, I've got so many.
Okay. So yeah, we can definitely keep going. Do you got a segue in here anyway? Like we're still feeling things out. I think we're doing good.
Oh, I'm loving life.
But yeah, so what do you like? We could go like I could have segued into a drunk story, or like what are you feeling? Like where do we want to go here? I could tell my drunk story, or you could bring
Tell your
something
drunk
up.
story.
You want me to tell my drunk story about the vodka Red
Yeah.
Bulls?
Yeah, I knew exactly which one you were going for.
I will say, just before we go into that, Zeus is talking about breakfast burgers at Denny's. Never had one. But one of the best burgers I have ever had is my friend used to work at a Mexican restaurant in Old Town, which I used to live in San Diego, and best Mexican food. Like, I will stand by San Diego as a top 3 spot to get Mexican food at. I know there's LA and like other places, but I was not big on tacos or like burritos until only a few years ago. So I got a burger from there, and I would go back just for a burger from that fucking Mexican restaurant. It was so greasy and juicy and good, dude. It was insane. It was called Fred's.
What you're saying is a little psychopathic, but that's okay.
No, dude, it was so well. Me and my friend would go just to like go see my friend at work. You know what I mean?
Right.
And so I would just get the burger. Okay.
Right, like that is the psychopathic part, but that's okay.
That I would get the burger?
Yeah, getting a burger from a Mexican spot?
I mean, like, I guess, but like, it was fire.
Like, I'm glad it was.
It's funny because my mom does the same thing now, where my aunt, so her sister, they like live close to each other now. She takes her out for breakfast or like lunch at like a steakhouse,
Right.
and she just gets a burger and fries. And
At a steakhouse?
yeah, exactly, because my mom doesn't eat that much anymore, and she just eats what she likes. And
That's fair.
so she got a burger, and she finally convinced my aunt to try it, and she bit into it, and she's like, "Wait, I get it now." Like, dude,
Wait, it all makes sense.
you would be surprised at like the level of burgers that you get from a place that doesn't normally sell burgers. You can go first here.
Hey, thanks.
So I'm just saying, like, don't sleep on it. I understand, like, yes, it's probably not the place to go to get a burger, but if you ever are just not feeling it and you're like dragged along somewhere, like, hey man, maybe try a burger.
I'm kind of in. Like, I went to a fancy restaurant recently near my house,
Mm-hmm.
and it did have the best burger I've ever had. And their
Yeah.
main thing is like steak or like a big chicken platter thing.
Exactly.
Oh,
You know what I mean?
okay, you can't turn right on red in this game.
Maybe it's just the game. Yeah. I'm not gonna turn right. Where did that
yeah, I
cop
wouldn't.
get you? I don't even know where that cop is.
No, it was a red light camera.
Oh, that is crazy. But yeah, I think we'll get into this this next story here. I'm waiting for the red light. I'm kind of waiting for us to get on the road again before I tell the story because it is kind of long. So, but yeah, like I'm saying, like this we kind of detracted into food a lot, but
We're
for,
also
for good
like,
reason.
So
The Grand Slam Witch from Denny sounds crazy. Why are you backing up? What's
dude,
going on?
that would be gas. Oh, we have to like pull in weird, so I had to. Oh,
Okay.
hey, there's cars there. Like, I would take this corner like really tight.
Yeah, I got you. I'm just gonna follow you. But yeah, no, I would recommend if you ever are like not feeling what's out of place and they have burgers, just try the burger, you know? I don't know why I still remember that burger. Like I have not had that burger in 10 years. So yeah.
The burger I had recently at the steakhouse I was at,
Mhm.
it was caramelized onions and like a Gouda or something, and it
Mhm.
actually like it made my mouth salivate looking at it.
Interesting. Where are we right now? Where are we on the map?
Didn't we go to Vegas?
We are in fucking I keep getting teleported back to fucking
San Diego?
yeah.
Well, I think I'm in Vegas.
No, we went to Bakersfield, I think. Open up your map. See where
I
you're
am
at.
in Las Vegas, Nevada.
We went to Vegas. Wow, I didn't even notice. Oh yeah, we went LA to Vegas. Well, let me find a quick job from Vegas. You want to go back to LA or what are you feeling?
We should go to like Phoenix.
We can go to Kingsman, Arizona.
Hell yeah.
All right, I'm gonna take this job.
Kingsman's really short, by the way, just so you know.
That's fine. Well, we'll do another one after this then. We'll do another short one. How you feeling about that?
Yeah, we'll see how long it
Okay.
is.
My dad has probably driven these routes before. That's crazy, honestly.
That's sick.
Go ahead and take the job with me. Oh, this is a big load, by the way. Go ahead and just take this job.
I'll show you.
Alright. So we're going about so we just hit about an hour. I did the intro right at 30 minutes. And yeah, my goal was to be around an hour, hour and a half, 2 hours, somewhere in that. So we're gonna do one or two more routes. We're gonna keep going. I'm about to tell a drunk story. Do you think you could carry the air for a second so I could grab some water?
Hell yeah.
Okay, be right back.
Guys. Oh, sorry, I have to back up a truck and it's so scary. There was one time I accidentally got intoxicated and I went on a walk, right? And there's a video of me. Oh, I'm in neutral. There's a video of me just looking at a Porsche dealership. I'm a car guy in case people, didn't get that by now. Fun fact, my actual car is in this game. I drive a 2015 Cadillac CTS. And it's one of the traffic cars in this game. But yeah, I'm a car guy. So there's a video of me walking by a Porsche dealership looking like an absolute dad with my hands on my hips. It's pretty quality. What did P say he was doing? I can't remember. I'm really enjoying this trucking sim. I enjoy that I can, like, turn on my Jake brakes. I'm driving a Kenworth, like, nobody can stop me. You know what I mean? I can actually use my blinkers. I can look around. I need to sleep. Oh. I guess I'll find somewhere to sleep. Oops.
Alright, I'm back. How close are you to me?
I have to find somewhere to sleep again.
Okay. There's a place to sleep on me.
Yeah, I just saw that.
What have you been talking about? Or do we want to segue into the drunk story?
Yeah, segue into the... Oh, that's a red light!
Are you
Sorry,
talking about the nuggies yet? Yeah, we did. We both agreed that they are fire. Made for kids, but for some reason they're just the goated form of chicken sometimes. Go ahead.
We talked about me getting intoxicated and looking at a Porsche dealership.
Oh, that's nice. Did you?
Yeah, it was a good time.
Is the Porsche like your dream car or what?
One of them for sure.
Mm-hmm.
But I was more just like a dad standing outside with my hands on my hips.
Yeah. That'll happen
on the big jobs.
Mm-hmm. So, I wanted to kind of get back on the last route, or second to last route, before we started talking about this, because this might end up being a long story, because for somebody who hasn't heard it before, as my friends know, I don't drink very much, and there's a reason for it. I did not drink until basically I was legal to drink. And the first couple of times I did it was not great. The first time, we won't get into it. It's not that great of a story, but I had like an entire case of Red's Apple Ale, I think, because it was the only thing I could tolerate. It's basically apple juice that's alcohol.
Hell yeah, I want to try that.
But I kind of went out to bars and all this stuff with my friends, and I really liked vodka Red Bull. I also really like Long Island iced teas, but that's neither here nor there. That's the Moons in My Hammy story that I don't really remember much of, so I can't really tell you it. But the one that made me stop drinking in most aspects. So I'm 21, 22. For the record, I'm 28 right now, but I'm 21, 22, and I am going to a high school fundraiser at a big warehouse, and it's got a cornhole tournament, right?
Hell yeah.
Pretty cool. Like, we're playing fucking cornhole, and I go, and my friend's mom is working the bar, right? She's making just vodka Red Bulls left and right. And man, I'm like, oh, this is perfect. I love vodka Red Bull. And here's the issue: is I was supposed to be the DD, right?
Yeah.
And I had one at the beginning of the day because we were going to be there for hours, right?
Yeah.
So I'm like, I can have one.
Yeah.
So here's the issue: she messed up on one, and she goes, I dropped something in this, and I had to I had to put my hand in it and take something out. You can have it for free. So here I am, start of the day, double fisting vodka Red Bulls, right? And I have them, right? And
like, it's only respectful to drink.
Like, she gives it to me, like I have to at that point, you know?
Yeah.
And we're going, we're playing cornhole. We weren't initially gonna play, we were just gonna be there to like support, but they ended up needing like another team to play, so me and my friend, who used to play on the basketball team that we were fundraising for, we decided that we were going to play. And we started doing really good. We were winning. And we won the first couple. And my friend goes, hey, if you lock in and win us this next one, so that way we're in the top 4, I will get you another vodka Red Bull. And it like continued on that point to where I was 5 or 6 vodka Red Bulls deep, right? I think I ended up at 7 or 8. And it got to the point where we were
7 or 8?
Yeah. It got to the point where we were playing we got to the finals, and I was just gone. And
belligerent.
Oh yeah. And this was like the semifinals. And it got to the point where I was standing up to throw my beanbag across the board, and I would have to sit down until it was my turn again. So I was getting up, sitting down, getting up, sitting down, and I was like, I could not drive, clearly. So my other friend, he didn't really drink. He ended up driving. So I'm clearly having a rough time. You know, I'm in the backseat of my own car. The world is spinning, and I'm fine. All this stuff, and we go to Panda because everybody's hungry, man. Like, I'm hungry, everybody's hungry, and they're ordering. I tell them to order for me, and I'm just head down on the table, and I'm like, here's my card. Get yourself food. Buy me food. This is what I want. I'm sorry for the inconvenience. I haven't thrown up yet. Nothing's happened. We walk outside. It hits me. I'm outside of a Panda Express and a Subway, and I throw up twice in a trash can.
Hell yeah.
This continues, and I am in and out of sleep in the back seat of my car. My own car, throwing up in the back seat. And I have not ever had more than 1 or 2 drinks in a night since that night, because I'm so embarrassed of how it was. You ready?
Yep.
All right, here we go.
RJ, have you ever tried nicotine?
No, and I don't think I will.
That's good. You shouldn't.
Yeah, I don't think that's a route I want to go.
Like, that's smart.
Mm-hmm.
However, I had some nicotine last night. Oh,
So I've heard.
Oh yeah, I forgot I joined your chat last night. If you've ever had a Zin in your life, let me tell you, it puts you on your badonkadonk. You are hopping this curb, brother.
Yeah, fuck it.
Hell yeah. Yeah, I tried it for the first time. Well, no, not nicotine, but a Zin for the first time. And it is, it's a time. I don't recommend it by any means because they're incredibly addictive. But, you know, here we are. It woke me up. And that was for sure.
What were you doing last night, if you don't mind me
I was at a
asking?
party.
Oh, okay. Speaking of, one of the people I talk to every single day was at a graduation party, or it was a graduation, a commencement, or a party or something. I don't remember. Who here is familiar with the Wizards of Waverly Place?
Me.
She sent me a picture of a very distant mother from the Wizards of Waverly Place, and there's a little red arrow pointing right to her, and it is her.
That's
her daughter
so
apparently
hype.
graduated from the same place that she was there at. It was in Malibu. Which was crazy. Like, I can't lie. She leads up and she tells me, she's like, "So are you familiar with Wizards of Waverly Place?" And I'm like, "Yes, I fucking love that show." We're in, like, you look at where we are right now. This is the Strip, man.
Dude, I want to.
We've been here.
I'm gonna cut you off here.
Yeah.
P and I have been here.
Mm-hmm.
We went on a trip here. We stayed. I don't know what hotel we stayed in.
South Point.
South Point Hotel. Fantastic. Oh, you're stopping.
It is a red light. Yeah.
I forgot we do that. Sorry, that was a close call. But we walked the Strip. We walked to Old Vegas. It was a time to be alive.
Mm-hmm.
Did you just run a red?
No, it was green. It might be red for you now, because it took a while.
It's been red for me the whole time.
Yeah.
Anyways, yeah, great times. Great times.
That's all you want to expand on that trip? I thought there was gonna be so much more. Like, you can talk about it.
I had a poop cupcake, which was fantastic.
Oh, yes,
like
that
little...
cupcake face was crazy. I forgot what it was called, though.
I can't remember, but it was definitely in Vegas.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to think of, like, what we did in Vegas.
That was in downtown Vegas. I don't think that was
Yeah, I think that was Old Vegas.
Yeah.
Whoa, that truck me.
So yeah, I don't know. That was where we saw people with their shirts off.
Oh,
and the big.
I'm not
what was it?
talking.
The gorilla. There's a speed
gorilla
trap.
went crazy.
There's a speed trap up here, by the way.
Noted. I don't even know how to. Oh, like a cop. Okay. That was where I got, like, really. I don't know if I was P thinks my blood sugar was low, which is very possible.
That was earlier in that same night, yeah.
Yeah, but
Because that was
there
before
a
we
point
took an
that
Uber
night-
over to the Strip.
Yeah, we walked all of Old Vegas and then took an Uber to the Strip, which was kind of funny because we had walked like halfway to the Strip by the time we got an Uber.
But it was still so far away.
It was so far away. And then we took an Uber to the Strip. Oh, I'm exiting here. Took an Uber to the Strip and then walked the entire Strip. The entire time, I was just wanting to go through CVS's to find G Fuel.
Oh yeah, because
So we
you
were
had
on a
never tried
hunt.
a G Fuel can before.
Yeah. We were on a hunt for a G Fuel can. Never found it, might I add.
Yeah, which is insane because they were all over in San Diego when I was there still. I haven't actually looked for G Fuel in cans here, so maybe that's just like a major town thing, like, you know.
Yeah, I don't know. I've looked everywhere I've been.
Because I know
in
the
Canada,
rollout
and
for G Fuels is only in select places, so I just don't know
That's
how big
big
they've
fish.
gotten. But keep going.
Yeah, we looked through CVS's, and then I got very cranky, and then we got In-N-Out because P wanted me to try In-N-Out, and he made me get a double. Was it?
Yeah.
And I took one bite, and I was like, P, I can't do this. I'm throwing this out. It was good. I was just super full and cranky and tired. And I threw it out. And I was just silent at the table. We're sitting there. I'm silent. And I have a cup of water. And P goes, go fill that cup of water up with pink lemonade.
Yep.
I was like, P, that's stealing. And he goes, just go do it. And I was like, okay. And I had my pink lemonade. And I was the happiest boy on earth. So if you ever want to cheer up, get pink lemonade.
I'm pretty
It
sure
helped.
you regretted throwing away the burger after you had the pink lemonade.
Completely. I was hungry again.
Yeah. So I think it was more of an issue where you did not have the correct things in your body. But, you know,
Yeah.
it's
You
all
know,
good.
here we are. It was a good time.
Yeah.
We were in like some weird alley to get that. It was kind of cool.
Yeah, no, we definitely need to make a trip back to Vegas at some point. IRL stream again.
Sheridan and I were talking about doing that. Oh, in the clip,
Yeah, we
there's
have
a clip
very
on
good
my
clip.
Twitch.
Yeah.
It's called what song was it?
I don't remember.
It was "Let Her Go" by Passenger.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's called "Let Her Go," I think. And we're walking down the strip, and this guy just starts reading out his own golf stats.
Farthest I
And
ever
he
hit a
goes-
golf ball, 400 yards. Over a
he goes-
microphone with speakers just on the strip.
Because longest drive I ever hit a golf ball was 400 yards. It wasn't in competition, but it was in my own game. And then he goes silent. And we're confused. We're discussing what he's talking about. Because that is a damn far drive.
Mm-hmm.
And then it goes completely silent, and "Let Her Go" by Passenger starts playing over the speakers. And we start crying laughing.
Yeah, that was a night for sure. We
That was a
were
fun
definitely
night.
on something. That was one of the best streams I've ever been a part of. I can't lie.
Same.
We are gonna have to try and figure out how to do that again. And that was
fantastic.
the first time I ever met you, and it was, yeah,
We looked at statue penises.
yeah.
It was a good time.
We left you, and you had to try and find. We were staring at
Yeah.
you, but up
That is
above
true.
on a bridge, trying to find you. Or you trying to
Yeah.
find us. We were just watching as you could not
It was
find
bad.
us. It was hilarious.
That was
'cause you
also
went to the
while I was
bathroom.
cranky.
Yeah. You went to the bathroom and we just left you. And it was I thought it was hilarious.
I had to go to the bathroom a good few times that night.
Yeah.
You know, the dairy I had consumed.
Yeah. That'll do it, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Did you ever have pizza in Vegas?
No!
So we
It
definitely
never
gotta do
happened.
that. Yeah. And that I thought that was gonna be your first meal without me there, was the
I wanted it to be, but then everything was closed.
yeah, that's
To be fair, we did go to a sick, like, sports bar that was just about gambling.
Yeah, no, I love that place.
Yeah, that place was gas. And then The waitress was wild, and it was a good time.
Yeah. No, Vegas is like if you've never been to Vegas, I'm a big proponent. If you've got to go one time in your life, even if you're not
Yeah.
like into gambling or like drinking, like it's an experience that you just have to have.
It's just a
It's
wild
just,
environment.
yeah. You don't get that very often. Everybody is
Everywhere
just
you
there
go,
to
there's
have a
just
good time and a
characters.
party. Yeah.
Yeah.
So-
Until you get to a place where everybody's trying to be serious, then you're having a bad day. But you just stay out of those places. You stay out of high roller tables,
Yeah.
stay out of people's way, and you're having a good time.
Yeah. Definitely a big recommender of Vegas. Like if you're bachelor party, fucking birthday, like just send it. Go to
Yeah.
Vegas sometime.
You don't ever have to do
It's
any of
not
the nasty
it's
stuff.
not that expensive unless you're
It
gambling your life
wildly
away.
cheap.
Yeah, everything there is fairly cheap. Everybody there's obviously a lot of transport to Vegas because there's a ton of people always going to Vegas, so it's not going to
Yeah.
be that expensive.
Like my plane ride from Ottawa, Canada was actually I think I drove to Toronto. But it was like $250 round trip Canadian.
Which would
So what's
probably
that?
be about
Like
around $200.
170, 160 American?
So yeah, that's like
Absurdly cheap.
definitely do Vegas at some point in your life.
It's so worth it. P, I'm catching up on you here, but
Yeah, I've been cruise controlling at 50 trying to let you catch up.
You can bypass the nearby wait station.
Yeah,
Have
I
a safe
just
journey.
got
I'm
that.
going 77 by it.
We're about to go through a town. Or yeah.
Perfect. Oh, we're taking a big old bend up here.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, this route's about to end. How are you feeling? Are we towards the end? We're about an hour
We're definitely
18
towards the
in.
end.
Do you want to do one more trip after this, or are you feeling done here?
I think we cut it off here.
Okay, well then I do have one more question for you.
Yeah, hit me with it.
How do you feel being the first guest on Sunday Driving? And
I feel fantastic.
do you feel like this is something you want to continue or watch other people do in the future?
Hell yeah.
Like, what are your thoughts
I also
on this?
realized how fun this game is.
Yeah, this is a great game, and I think it's good background content. Like, this is not something we necessarily have to focus on, so I think it's great.
Yeah, I like driving, and I just drove the whole time.
Yeah,
It was a good time.
but I guess my question...
Sunday driving's fantastic. Subscribe, like,
Yeah,
leave a comment of what you guys want to see, who you want to see on it, what you guys want people to talk about. Like, do you want mods in this game? Do you want less game, louder game? Tell us it all, because this is an experiment.
do you want Crazy to be a permanent guest, or do you want us a rotating cast? Do you want 3 people here? Like, what do you guys think would be best going forward? Because this is very new, and I love Crazy, but I know he's not always available, but I want to try and do this and just give something, because Sundays are usually my day off from my job, so I usually have nothing to do, and if I have to do this by myself, I'll do it. But yeah, so let us know what you guys think. So
Nope.
we're kind of finishing up
Maybe
here.
swearing in chat.
Yeah. Anything else you want to talk about? That was my kind of last wrap up question, because these lights are taking me a very long time. But
I mean, we'll finish out our journey here.
yeah,
No, it was a good time. Thank you for having me.
of course.
I would love to do it again. That was fun.
Yeah.
I have a great question that another podcast I listen to asks
Okay.
on your way up. Are you cut or uncut?
Okay. We're not doing this.
No? You don't want to answer?
We're good.
Well,
I don't think.
that pretty much answers the question.
Right.
If you really think about it.
For sure. But yeah, this is we're pretty close to done here, but I enjoyed it a lot. I think we definitely rolled into it a little bit. It's definitely an awkward to start at first. So if you guys made it this far, I appreciate it. I guarantee you the middle to the end was a lot better than the beginning to the middle. So
Times 10. And like, it's also first app, you know?
yeah.
Everybody's got to learn.
Yeah, we gotta kind of figure it out, and I hope you know, this is something going forward that you can just put on during your day, sometime during the week, take a listen to, you know?
Like,
And
say you're driving a truck.
yeah.
I think if we ever got a trucker to listen to it, we'd be winning.
Yeah, no, for sure. And then we get the trucker on the podcast,
Now we're cooking.
right? Like, that's something right there. Sunday Driving episode 1, raw and uncut. Okay, well,
Wait, Raisin's kind of cooking with that.
that is a good thing. I will say I did get inspiration to do this from I don't know if you've never heard it, but Achievement Hunter, they did Let's Play, and what they would do is, I don't know exactly what they called it, but they would ride around in GTA just picking each other up, and like somebody would
Hell
start
yeah.
and they'd just be like driving, and then they pick up somebody else and they just start talking. And I just like I think it is a very good model.
Yeah, it was
Which
good.
this is good. Like I proposed this in Twitch chat, and everybody I talked to were like, "Damn, that sounds interesting. This sounds like a good idea." But I got pushback on saying like, "That is so like white boy from you. Why are you driving trucks?"
Which,
And
hell yeah.
I put it akin to, not only are we talking, so that's the main purpose of this, but the background content gives you ADHD filler. Like we are Subway Surfers right now, you know?
True.
Like, you know what I mean? Like that's what my kind of pickup to this was. And like we did have technical difficulties for sure, but we ended up doing some good runs. Like again, in the future, if somebody comes on, they don't have to play the game with me. They just are in call.
They can be act like they're the passenger princess. Which
Exactly.
Was our original idea.
Yeah, which I think this ended up coming out very well with you coming on and playing as well. So we'll definitely pick you back up in the future. You know, maybe people want you on
Hell
more.
yeah.
You know, we'll figure it out.
I think one thing we can figure out is if we can figure out one long road trip,
Yeah,
we're gonna be cooking.
for sure. I'll be your lot lizard P. Okay.
Okay.
Um.
And
Yeah.
that's the end of the journey.
Yeah. Do you want to take us out here?
I appreciate you all for listening. Our journey has come to an end. Hopefully yours has too. And I don't mean in life. I hope there's many more journeys in life. But we appreciate you all. Like and subscribe, share with your friends, and we love you all. Good night.
Yeah. Bye. See you guys next week. At least I will. If you guys want Crazy back, you gotta fight for it in the comments. But I love him. He'll be back probably week 3, week 4. I know I have week 2 set up already. We're going from there. So have a good night, everybody. Bye.
Good night. Goodbye. Goodbye. Good night. Goodbye.